Hello, my dear friends. It's a joy to be with you once again. As we age, our bodies carry the stories of our lives, each step a testament to the journeys we've undertaken. Yet sometimes the very choices we make daily, like the shoes we wear, can quietly influence our well-being, especially affecting our knees and back. Today, we'll delve into 7 common footwear mistakes that might be contributing to discomfort in your knees and back. More importantly, I'll share practical solutions to help you walk with ease and confidence, ensuring that each step supports your health and happiness. Consider the story of Eleanor, a spirited 68-year-old who loved tending to her garden. Over time, she began experiencing persistent knee and back pain. Initially attributing it to aging, she continued her routine until a friend suggested evaluating her footwear. Upon switching to shoes with proper support and cushioning, Eleanor noticed a significant reduction in discomfort, allowing her to enjoy her gardening once more. It's not about giving up the activities you cherish. It's about making informed choices that support your body's evolving needs. By paying attention to our footwear, we can continue to embrace life's pleasures with comfort and confidence. Stay with me as we explore these insights together. Mistake 1. Wearing worn-out shoes. Let me share a story about a gentleman named Harold. At 68, Harold prided himself on his independence. He took daily walks, tended to his garden, and enjoyed weekend dances at the community center. But over time, he began experiencing persistent knee and back pain. He attributed it to aging, thinking it was just a part of getting older. One afternoon, his granddaughter noticed his shoes, once sturdy and supportive, were now visibly worn out. The soles were uneven, the cushioning flattened, and the structure compromised. She gently suggested he consider replacing them. Harold was skeptical. "They still feel fine," he insisted, but after some persuasion, he agreed to try a new pair designed for support and comfort. Within weeks, Harold noticed a significant reduction in his discomfort. His walks became enjoyable again, and he felt rejuvenated. This brings us to a common oversight: continuing to wear shoes that have lost their cushioning and support. Over time, the materials in shoes break down. The midsoles compress, the arch support diminishes, and the overall structure weakens. This degradation leads to inadequate shock absorption, causing increased stress on your knees and back with each step. So, how can you tell if your shoes are past their prime? Inspect the soles. Place your shoes on a flat surface. If they tilt or wobble, the soles may be uneven, indicating it's time for a replacement. Check the cushioning. Press into the heel and arch areas. If the cushioning feels flat or unresponsive, the shock absorption may be compromised. Look for visible wear and tear. Frayed seams, holes, or worn-out tread patterns, especially on the outer edges and heel areas, are signs your shoes need replacing. If you notice any of these signs, it's advisable to invest in a new pair of supportive shoes. Opt for footwear that offers good arch support, adequate cushioning, and a snug fit to ensure stability and comfort. Remember, replacing worn-out shoes isn't just about aesthetics. It's a proactive step towards maintaining your mobility and preventing discomfort. By making informed choices about your footwear, you can continue to enjoy your daily activities with ease and confidence. Stay with me as we explore more insights to support your journey towards comfort and well-being. Mistake 2. Choosing shoes without arch support. Let me share a story about a woman named Eleanor. At 72, Eleanor cherished her daily walks through the neighborhood, greeting familiar faces and enjoying the fresh air. She always wore her favorite pair of flat shoes, comfortable and easy to slip on. But over time, she began experiencing persistent knee and lower back pain. She attributed it to aging, thinking it was just a part of getting older. One afternoon, her grandson, a physical therapy student, noticed her discomfort and examined her shoes. He pointed out the lack of arch support and explained how it could be contributing to her pain. He recommended she try shoes with proper arch support or consider orthotic inserts. Eleanor was skeptical but decided to give it a try. Within weeks of switching to supportive footwear, she noticed a significant reduction in her discomfort. Her walks became enjoyable again, and she felt rejuvenated. This brings us to a common oversight: opting for flat shoes that lack proper arch support. Shoes without adequate arch support can lead to overpronation, where your feet roll inward excessively. This misalignment can cause strain on your knees and lower back, leading to discomfort and potential injury. So, how can you ensure your shoes provide the necessary support? Check for built-in arch support. Look for shoes labeled as having arch support or designed for stability. Consider orthotic inserts. If your favorite shoes lack support, orthotic inserts can provide the necessary cushioning and alignment. Consult a specialist. A podiatrist or physical therapist can assess your gait and recommend appropriate footwear or inserts. Remember, investing in proper footwear isn't just about comfort. It's about maintaining your mobility and preventing discomfort. By making informed choices about your shoes, you can continue to enjoy your daily activities with ease and confidence. Stay with me as we explore more insights to support your journey towards comfort and well-being. Mistake 3: wearing high heels regularly. Let me share a story about Linda, a 68-year-old woman who loved her stylish high heels. She wore them daily, believing they added elegance to her appearance. Over time, Linda began experiencing persistent knee and lower back pain. She attributed it to aging, thinking it was just a part of getting older. One afternoon, her daughter noticed her discomfort and suggested she consult a podiatrist. The specialist explained that her high heels were shifting her body's weight forward, altering her posture, and increasing pressure on her knees and lower back. This misalignment was the root cause of her pain. Linda was surprised but decided to make a change. She reserved her high heels for special occasions and switched to low-heeled shoes with good support for daily wear. Within weeks, she noticed a significant reduction in her discomfort. Her walks became enjoyable again, and she felt rejuvenated. This brings us to a common oversight: frequently wearing high-heeled shoes. High heels shift your body's weight forward, altering your posture and increasing pressure on your knees and lower back. Over time, this can lead to joint pain and balance issues. So how can you ensure your footwear supports your health? Reserve high heels for special occasions. Limit the use of high heels to events where they are truly necessary. Opt for low-heeled or flat shoes with good support. For daily wear, choose shoes that provide adequate support to maintain proper alignment and reduce strain on your joints. Consult a specialist. A podiatrist or physical therapist can assess your gait and recommend appropriate footwear or inserts. Remember, investing in proper footwear isn't just about comfort. It's about maintaining your mobility and preventing discomfort. By making informed choices about your shoes, you can continue to enjoy your daily activities with ease and confidence. Stay with me as we explore more insights to support your journey towards comfort and well-being. Mistake 4: using backless slippers at home. Let's talk about something so ordinary, so familiar, we rarely question it: our house slippers. The cozy pair you slip on without thinking, the ones waiting by the door or tucked neatly beside the bed. They feel like comfort. But if they're the backless kind, they may also be quietly risking your safety more than you know. You see, after 65, the home becomes a space where we should feel most confident, most free, but it's also where most falls actually happen. And footwear is one of the most common causes. Backless slippers, especially the soft, flimsy ones with thin soles and no structure, seem harmless, but they force your feet to work overtime. With every step, your toes have to grip and curl to keep the slipper from sliding off. That constant micro strain pulls on your tendons, alters your gait, and throws off your natural balance, which at this age is something we cannot afford to lose. And let's be honest, you You've probably caught yourself shuffling in them across tile or hardwood, hoping not to slip. Maybe you've even tripped slightly and brushed it off. But what if one of those slips turned into a fall, a fractured hip, a hospital stay? I remember a woman named Darlene. She was 6'6", fiercely independent, still doing her own grocery runs and morning stretches. But one winter morning, walking to answer the phone, her slipper twisted sideways, just a little slip. She hit the floor hard. The fall shattered her confidence more than her bones. She recovered, yes, but something changed. The fear of falling started to shape her life, and all because of a pair of slippers she thought were just fine. The truth is, slippers should serve your feet the same way outdoor shoes do, with structure, grip, and support. So, what's the solution? Ditch the backless styles. Choose slippers with a closed back that gently cradles your heel. Look for firm, non-slip soles that grip your floors safely, even on tile or wood. Opt for memory foam or molded footbeds that support your arches. Some even have Velcro straps or elastic to ensure a snug fit that moves with you, not against you. And while we're at it, let's change how we think about indoor footwear. Slippers aren't just something to throw on. They are part of your health, your daily posture, your sense of stability. And in your golden years, every step you take should feel steady, supported, and secure. Imagine waking up, stepping onto the floor, and walking to the kitchen in slippers that move with your body, not ones you have to shuffle in or watch carefully. That small difference might seem simple, but it's the kind of shift that keeps you safe, mobile, and in control of your space. So today, take a fresh look at what's on your feet inside the house. Are your slippers protecting you, supporting you, or are they quietly increasing your risk every day? You deserve more than softness. You deserve strength in every step. Mistake 5. Not replacing insoles regularly. It started with a simple question from her physical therapist. What do the bottoms of your shoes feel like inside? Eleanor, 68, had been dealing with nagging hip pain for nearly a year. She had tried massages, stretches, supplements, and even new shoes. None of it seemed to work. The pain would ease for a while, but always came back. She never thought to look inside the shoes she wore every single day. To her, they looked just fine. No holes, no tears, no scuffs. But when she finally turned them over and pulled out the insoles, she was shocked. They were flat, stiff, and thin in all the places that were supposed to be soft and supportive. The arch area was barely raised. The heel pad was worn almost to the sole. What had once cushioned her steps was now doing absolutely nothing. And just like that, the mystery of her persistent pain began to unravel. The shoes hadn't failed her, but the inside had. This story is far more common than most of us realize. Insoles, the soft inner layer that lies quietly between your foot and your shoe, often wear out long before the shoe itself looks damaged. Unlike the outer sole or fabric, you can't always see how much the insole has broken down, but your joints can feel it. When the insole loses its cushion, your foot starts absorbing more impact. That shock travels up your legs, settles in your knees, and lands heavily in your back and hips. Over time, this constant pressure throws off your alignment and posture. The discomfort builds gradually. So gradually, you might just blame it on aging. But aging doesn't have to hurt like this. Sometimes the fix is hiding in plain sight. Here's what you can do. Pick one pair of shoes that you wear most often, maybe for walking, shopping, or around the house. Remove the insole and run your fingers along the surface. Is it lumpy or paper thin? Has the contour lost its shape? If you twist the insole, does it feel stiff instead of springy? If any of those are true, it's time for a replacement. And here's the best part. Replacing your insoles doesn't require a doctor's visit or a big expense. You can find high-quality insoles for under $30, and many are tailored for specific needs: heel pain, arch support, shock absorption, or general comfort. Gel insoles, memory foam, or semi-custom orthotics can bring new life to even your oldest shoes. Think of this not as a luxury, but as basic maintenance, just like changing the oil in your car or the filter in your air conditioner. Your feet are carrying you through the most important years of your life. They deserve the same care and attention you give to anything that matters. So if you've been feeling tired after short walks, aching after standing, or just off balance without knowing why, don't overlook the insoles. Replacing them could be the smallest change that gives you the biggest relief. Mistake 6. Wearing the same shoes for all activities. Think about the clothes in your closet. You wouldn't wear your Sunday best to mow the lawn. You wouldn't wear pajamas to a wedding or a raincoat on a sunny day. Different outfits serve different purposes. They match the moment. They fit the task. And yet, so many of us ask a single pair of shoes to do everything. We slip them on first thing in the morning and wear them through every hour of the day. Walking the dog, tending the garden, shopping for groceries, standing in the kitchen. These shoes go everywhere, do everything, and quietly absorb all the weight, pressure, and movement we throw at them. Until one day they don't. This is where the trouble begins, because different activities place very different demands on our feet. Walking on pavement requires shock absorption. Gardening demands flexibility and grip. Standing for long stretches calls for firm arch support. When we wear the same shoes for every task, we're constantly misaligning the support our bodies actually need. Over time, those mismatches add up. What starts as subtle heel fatigue or sore lower back becomes chronic knee stiffness, imbalance, or even a serious fall. Not because the shoes were bad, but because they were used in the wrong way, for too many jobs. Let me tell you about Harold, an 80-year-old retired teacher who prided himself on staying active. He wore a comfortable pair of walking shoes nearly everywhere. They were reliable and familiar, until his balance began to falter while raking leaves. Then came hip discomfort after playing with his grandkids. It didn't make sense, but when a podiatrist asked what kind of shoes he wore for outdoor work, Harold had only one answer: these. That simple realization sparked a powerful change. Harold now uses soft, supportive sneakers for walking, a rugged pair of work shoes for outdoor chores, and sturdy slippers with traction for inside the house. The difference in his posture, stamina, and comfort was almost immediate. Here's the lesson. Your feet are not one size fits all. Neither are your activities. You don't need 10 pairs of shoes, just 2 or 3, each chosen with purpose. Let your walking shoes handle your daily steps with cushioning and flexibility. Let your outdoor shoes give you grip and durability where it counts. Let your indoor footwear protect you from slips and keep your posture aligned. It's a small shift in thinking, but a massive leap in how your body feels, functions, and flourishes every day. Because every activity deserves the right foundation. And your golden years deserve nothing less than smart, intentional support with every single step. Mistake 7. Ignoring proper shoe fit. It didn't happen all at once. There wasn't a fall, a sharp pain, or a dramatic injury. But over time, something quietly shifted for Linda. She started walking less. She stopped joining her neighbors for their evening stroll. Grocery shopping made her tired. She thought she was just slowing down like most people in their 70s do. But the truth is, it wasn't her age. It wasn't even her energy. It was her shoes. They were the same size she'd worn for years, the same style she trusted, the same brand she'd sworn by since her 40s. But her feet, like all of ours, had changed. Slowly, subtly, and naturally. Her arches had fallen. Her toes had spread. The padding under her heels had thinned, but her shoes hadn't adapted. They were too snug across the ball of her foot, too tight in the toe box, too flat under the arch. She never noticed the discomfort building until her joy in movement started fading away. This is the quiet danger of ignoring proper shoe fit. When shoes are too tight, they compress nerves and limit circulation. When they're too loose, they cause slipping and instability. Ill-fitting shoes don't just hurt your feet. They change the way you walk, shift your balance, and gradually pull at your knees, hips, and spine. You don't have to fall to lose mobility. Sometimes you just slowly stop moving. But here's the powerful truth. You can reclaim that freedom, often with just one decision. Start by having your feet measured again, not 5 years from now, this year. Your size may have changed, your width may have changed, your arch support needs likely have. Look for shoes that meet your feet where they are, not where they used to be. Make sure there's enough space for your toes to move freely. Ensure the heel fits securely. Choose materials that adapt to swelling. Choose soles that support, not flatten your stride. It's not just about avoiding blisters. It's about walking with ease again. It's about taking those quiet walks, standing longer in the kitchen, chasing grandkids in the yard, or just feeling confident on your feet. Because freedom doesn't disappear in a moment, it slips away little by little with every step in the wrong shoes. The good news is, with the right fit, you can take it back. In life, we protect what matters most: our family, our health, our memories. But too often, we forget to protect the foundation that carries us through it all: our feet. The shoes we choose aren't just about comfort. They're about standing tall for the people we love. They're about preserving the freedom to walk beside them, to show up strong, steady, and safe. By avoiding these silent mistakes and wearing shoes that truly fit and support you, you're not just avoiding pain. You're defending your independence, your dignity, and your joy. If this video helped you see things differently, please click the like button. Let us know in the comments what step you're taking to protect your steps. And don't forget to share this with someone whose strength deserves to last.